Mr Swinney, I wonder if I could start my questions with a point of clarification. The First Minister wrote in the Financial Times in November, and I quote, "The budget of the Scottish Government, for example, is worth £1.7 billion less than when it was set in December as a result of inflation." That's a figure I've heard you agree with in the Chamber. But she added, and again I quote, "Yet we have not received a single additional penny from the UK Government." Do you agree with that second part, that you have not received any additional penny from the UK Government?
Yes.
Could you just explain why you think that's true when the Scottish Fiscal Commission outlined very extensive Barnett consequentials for the period 2021-22 and also for 22-23? I think the current ones are something like 447 million.
Because of the simple point, which is the point the First Minister is making in that article, that the Scottish Government's budget for financial year 22-23 was essentially formulated in the autumn of 2021 based on UK numbers in autumn 2021 when inflation was at, its pretty consistently low level that it's been for most of the last 30 years. And by the start of the financial year, we're seeing inflation galloping to, well, it's now reached, well, it was at 11%. And there was no change to the fiscal arrangements being made available in 22-23 to take account of that.
Not correct to say that there was not a single penny more from the UK Government?
I think it is, yeah. I've just explained why that's the case.
Well, is the Scottish Fiscal Commission wrong to say that the Barnett consequential sums that they've given, that's...
The point that Liz Smith is missing, and what I'm saying is which is the point the First Minister was making, which was the financial arrangements for financial year 22-23 were largely set in a low inflation climate in the autumn of 2021. By the time we started facing the reality of financial year 22-23, inflation was galloping away from us, and there was no subsequent adjustment of the financial year 22-23 financial provisions from the UK Government.
I think we'll have to disagree on that point, and I think some commentators...
No, well, I'm not. Well, no, we'll stay here. We'll stay here all afternoon, convener, because Liz Smith is not accepting the point I'm making, which is the point the First Minister was making, which was the budget parameters were set by the UK Government in the autumn of 2021 when inflation was flat as a pancake. By the time the financial year started, the UK Government had not revised its financial estimates and inflation was galloping like a racehorse. That's the problem.
Well, as I say, I think we'll have to disagree on that point. Over the last